Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So hopefully you're having a good morning. It is 11 o'clock here and it is Friday, September 9th. So I don't have any jobs today at the shop. I don't have any scheduled work. I don't have any online orders to take care of. So today I'm just in my head, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. That's probably not a good place to be. So this is usually what happens when I don't have any work lined up. Kind of a workaholic, I guess you would say. So in the meantime, I want to bring back the driving vlogs. I want to start that today, so that's what we're going to go do. Normally, these are called the Integra vlogs. I will film it in this car just because this car has AC and I can keep, things more quiet, I guess, so we can chill and we can chat. I'm going to be just kind of going over some topics that you guys have brought up before in the comments. And in the meantime, though, I actually got to run down to Best Buy. I'm going to go pick up a new microphone. The one that's on this camera is great, but this camera, I actually just ordered a 3-suction mount cup thing to go onto the windshield, so that way I can set you guys on the windshield so I can film these videos more clearly and better in the future. But in the meantime, I got to use the GoPro, and the GoPro's audio is absolutely trash. You guys that use GoPros probably already know that. So I'm going to go pick up a wireless lavalier mic. I've been saving up, eyeballing this thing for 2 years now, and they finally released Rode microphones, the guys that I use mics on my camera now. Great quality, but they finally released the newest version, and with that, for whatever reason, they only sold them in pairs before, so you would get 2 transmitters or transponders, whatever, and now they sell an individual one. So I'm going to go scoop up one of those individual ones. So let's get down to Best Buy. If you guys didn't watch the last video, I rebuilt the back half of my exhaust, scooted the resonator away from the floorboard so it would stop vibrating, and deleted the muffler and did like a custom dual tip looking thing. It looks and sounds great, but I built the 90 around the subframe a little too close to the subframe, and it's just like literally like the screwdriver thickness away from the bolt head. So when the exhaust kind of vibrates and shimmies a little bit, it touches and vibrates a little bit. So I got to take it to the shop next time I got a free couple minutes and just dent the exhaust a little bit just to, clearance it. But yeah, otherwise it sounds good so far. It's wild to me that I've already put on 30,000 miles. Like, I got this at end of 103,000. So yeah, I've put on 31,000 miles on this car since I've owned it. And I got this thing, we're in September of 22, so I got this thing March of last year. So yeah, about a year and a half and 30,000 miles in an S2000. Like, to me, that's crazy. I don't know. Some of you guys might be like on the road truck drivers, so that's not even a lot. But like, to me, that's a lot. For some reason, deleting the muffler actually got rid of like almost all the drone in the car. That's kind of ironic, but whatever. Well, this one's under construction, so I couldn't go inside. They say that they don't have any here, but they have some. To me, this is like, I call this one the nice one. It's at Santan Heights Mall, whatever this is out here in Chandler, Gilbert, I don't know. But the one that's over by my house is by the mall by me, and I call that one more like the crackhead one, because it's kind of like, I don't know, you walk into like any other Best Buy and it's like nice, there's people everywhere. The one by me, you walk in and you just you got like the dude over there hitting a line, you got the other dude like scratching his neck, and then they got like nothing. But apparently that one store has all the lavalier mics in stock, so we're gonna head over there. Well, this one ended up having it, so this is what we're looking like right here. So the Rode wireless go-tos, they didn't have the individual one like I had wanted, so I had to spend the extra like 110 bucks. And I mean, I guess it's one of those buy ones cry ones type things. So eventually I did plan on buying the second transmitter. I just wanted to save a few bucks now, but whatever, they were out of stock of the other one, so I got the dual transmitters. So we got 2 of these things. My camera's vibrating because the dash be vibrating, but yeah. So I suppose let's try and hook these things up and see how they sound. So before I could do much of anything, I wanted to come home and check these things out. So luckily I did, because I downloaded the the software for the computer version, so you can get more of your features out of the cameras and out of the mics and stuff. And they require firmware updates, so that's what I'm doing right now, is updating those. And I'm also just looking up some videos on how to use these things the most effectively, because I've never used wireless lavalier mics before, so this is big. Obviously, as you guys can tell if you've been long-time viewers of the channel, I'm always trying to get better
stuff and, you know, just provide better quality content, both physically and entertainment value. Like physically, I just bought this new camera recently, and although it's harder to tell, it's much better quality than my last one. Upgraded to like a Mac instead of my desktop, or my Dell, I'm sorry. Just little things like that, just making my workflow, making everything so much better. It's one of those things that goes back to keep investing in yourself. And these wireless lav mics are an investment in myself to help better the videos, and especially when I'm in the shop, because other than the driving videos and stuff where I want to be able to talk to you guys, it really bugs me when I'm in the shop, because the shop isn't good for audio. Like the basics of audio engineering, which I don't know anything about, but you guys can know. If you're in an open room with nothing in it, idea like a shop, sound waves travel. So I could be 5 feet in front of the camera on the tripod, and I have to basically yell, and it sounds crappy. You can hear my voice traveling. It's not coming directly to the mic, so this is going to make up for that. It's going to make it a lot better. So I'm going to figure out how to use these things, and then we'll hop in the Integra in a couple hours. It's 1 in the afternoon right now, so it's peak heat, and you know, I think this evening we'll go out and we will film the rest of this vlog, and we will discuss you know, just life and some things, you know, catch up, because it's been a minute since we've actually got to do that. I think I finally figured out how to use these little guys. So let's hop in the Integra and let's go try them out. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hopefully this wind does not cause me too much grief. I'm sorry guys if there's a bunch of wind noise. This thing has like a little fluff, but not a dead cat. So, oh my goodness. All right, well, welcome back to, I guess, this video. So, well, thanks for pursuing this video with me, I guess, this far into it. So, right now I am trying to work out this microphone setup. So, I got my, you know, wireless thing here, and I'm just trying to find a good place to set this all up, because I got to get the harness situated, trying to figure out audio levels and all that stuff still. So hopefully you guys aren't getting too messed up with you know, like wind and such. So I also do apologize because my stupid exhaust is rattling again, so if you hear that again, I do apologize. So anyways, welcome back to Integra vlog number 4. So, I'm trying to watch my audio levels on my mic right now to see if it's like flipping or not. So we're just gonna roll this window up a little bit, see if we can try and maintain it. Mind you, it is still summer, it's still very hot, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Obviously I'm going to be the one editing this, because if the audio is no good, then you won't see this video. So if you're seeing this video, then I guess it was relatively clear enough for you to understand what I'm saying. So right now it's 5:30. I'm just getting to the canyon because I couldn't figure out a better place to come film this. So trying to watch out for cops right now, because this is about the time that they change shifts. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing no ripping, especially since, you know, this car is very loud, obviously. So what if we neutral coast here? It's hard to tell. It looks like the mic is still picking up a lot of stuff. I don't even know. So hopefully, again, the audio is good. But it's been a while since I've done these. So I started doing the Integra vlogs. I've done 3 before this one. So the last one was when I had originally left Hassport a little over a year ago. And that was more like an update on life. And I guess this can start and be the same thing. Because if this works out, then I'd like to keep doing these if you guys like them. So depending on how the audio sounds, again, being that it is here in the Integra, we may have to change this to just driving vlogs in general, and maybe not
so much Integra specific as this thing. It is what it is, but basically I started making these things as just a means of, I don't know, my first one was venting about work, my second one was just, you know, hanging out, kind of catching up. The third one was like, what's the plans for the channel type thing, and now this one's going to be kind of just a little mix. So life is hectic, I guess we can start there. So obviously if you guys have been viewers of the channel for a bit, you would know that I have recently, in the last couple months, been in my my own shop. I got a shop space with my buddy Efren. I do my fabrication and such out of it, and he does window tint PPF with his brother. So it's been pretty cool so far, though. Business has been okay. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm just having like neutral bomb this right now. But yeah, so business has been pretty darn steady. Right now, I am kind of at a standstill. Granted, it's only the start of September. Today's like the 9th, I think. So I don't have any work booked past this weekend. Oh, I got one job next week, but nothing else. I don't have any online orders at the moment. So it's definitely such a hard, scary thing. This whole shop thing, like, I left Hasport for the second time now because things were just getting a little too hectic there for me, and then my work started picking up at the shop, so I just wanted to, you know, focus on that, because obviously that's what I want to do more of. And my whole point of the last Integra vlog, was me talking about trying to get out of the 9 to 5. There's like some weird squeaky, like ducky noise that I keep hearing. I don't know, I feel like I'm going crazy right now. But yeah, so the last Integra vlog I talked about, you know, trying to just pursue life outside of a 9 to 5, and obviously that's what I'm still trying to do. It's just, if any of you guys are business owners, if any of you guys are self-employed entrepreneurs, whatever, you know that it's just a constant battle of, like, you feel like you're chasing your next dollar per se, and like you gotta have that hustling mindset, that go mindset. And it does get exhausting, because the days like today, I'm not gonna lie, today I was definitely kind of down in the dumps. Like, I didn't want to do nothing, but I also didn't want to go to the shop, because I could have went and fixed the exhaust on this thing like properly. I could have went, you know, done whatever, but it's like, at the meantime, I'm waiting on a car to get dropped off or swing by the shop for me to test fit my test parts for, you know, my new EP3 bumper bars I'm trying to make, but that guy was having car troubles. So it's like I had nothing going on, no reason to go into the shop. I'm getting tired of being in the shop 24/7. Like, it's a great thing to have, but it's just like anything, you get burnt out, and I've definitely been burning myself out being there all day, every day. And I'm thankful for having the work, but when I don't have work, I don't really feel like being down there. And hopefully that makes sense to some of you guys. But yeah, it's just been hectic. So today was just one of those days where I was just like mentally in the dumps. I was like, wow, like, again, like I mentioned in one of my vlogs a few vlogs ago, it's like you question yourself on days like this, like, am I doing things right, blah 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 blah, like I'm worrying, and it's like, it's one of those things like give it to God, let go type stuff, and I try to remember that, but I mean, obviously I'm only human type thing, so it's difficult. So I was able to at least, you know, try and get something going for me today. I went and picked up this new mic, trying to encourage myself to or motivate myself to come out and make a video. So hopefully this is working. Thankfully, I was just down a long hill area, so I'm still coasting, and this is cool. But yeah, it's just, life is, I'm very thankful for the position I'm in so far. Obviously, I'm very far from where I want to be, but like, the fact that I'm even able to start this opportunity is awesome, and a big thanks to all of you guys that do support, even if it's just by watching the videos, but also huge thanks to you local guys that watch the videos and bring me work, because that truly means the world to me. But yeah, it's just life is crazy, you know. Other things in life, you know, girlfriend status, we're good. Things are just chilling. Puppy's doing good. Other than that, yeah, I mean, the next most recent thing I got coming up is I'll be attending Classic Hondas at the Dragon in October, so I'm pretty excited for that. Go out there with JDI, you know, Mark with Honda Street Garage, hang out with him and those guys. I think Honda Pro Jason's going to be out there. So yeah, just trying to, you know, get out, have some fun. For me, it's also a way of marketing for both my, you know, my YouTube channel, get out and network with people, but then also try and talk to people at the Dragon event, Del Sol guys, see if they want to buy a roof brace, Integra guys, see if they want to buy bumper bars, stuff like that. So it's just one of those things. Like, it's like I could save some money and not go, but then it's one of those, you gotta spend money to make money type things. And part of doing business and social media stuff is you gotta put yourself out there. And I'm learning quickly that part of being a business owner, especially like a sole proprietor like me, there's no partners, it's just me doing my stuff, is not only are you doing all the work, but you also got to be a salesman. And that's something that nobody prepared me for. So I've definitely had to come out of my shell. Like, I came out of my shell quite a bit, you know, starting to hang out with people out here when I moved back to Arizona a few years ago and such. But now I really got to get out of my shell, because I got to be able to talk to people. I got to be able to sell my product to people, sell my services to people, tell them why they need it, why they should go with me, et cetera, et cetera. And that's stuff that they don't teach you. I mean, especially in school. Like, granted, this is not the career path I ever intended to take. I thought I was going to be a pro skater at this point. But, you know, life changes, and that's okay. So it's wild. But I'm here for every ounce of it. And hopefully you guys stick around with me. So I just don't even really know. I don't have a huge topic list to talk about for this. I guess we can talk about the Integra, you know, since we're here in the Integra. So the Integra's been doing pretty good. I messed with the fuel pressure, and now the car's been running great. Like, no weird AFRs. Like, it still has a very slight stumble. And it's mostly like 25 to 3,500 RPM when I'm just kind of trying to granny drive around like I am right now. It's almost like the car's trying to build a little bit of boost or something, but it's just like coughing. I don't know. But I do plan on getting this thing retuned by my buddy Evan. Once it cools off a little bit more, like more into winter. So hopefully that solves everything else. I definitely plan on putting a muffler on this thing, just a straight through style, just to quiet it down a little bit, because I like how it sounds now. I like the cracks and popples and stuff, and like it has a good like Subaru-esque sound to it, but it's just a little too loud for me, especially if we're trying to do this type of stuff. So I definitely plan on putting a muffler on here, and then I also have to build some sort of little intake tube. That should be really easy, just so I can, you know, do the hose for the valve cover. And then I'd like to get a catch can set up on here soon. Thankfully this thing's not eating an ounce of oil. I've drifted out of the canyon here a couple times now, like beating on it, turbo cherry red type beating, and this thing thankfully has not lost an ounce of oil, so I'm very proud of that. This engine, even before I boosted it, really never burned any oil, hardly ever. So I mean, I just got lucky in that sense anyway. But yeah, so the Integra's doing really good, especially once I get these last couple things fixed. You know, the muffler, so the rattling goes away and it's a little bit quieter. This and that. Oh, like you can probably hear that. It's bouncing on the sway bar. My freaking hanger is just, I just messed up when I put it on. But yeah, and then get this hose hooked up on the valve cover, because right now I'm just breathing in all that sticky air. It's more sticky now that I do the turbo setup than it was before. Maybe I just noticed it more now. Yeah, so there's that little bit of stumble. So it's like when you're just literally like probably 10% throttle, 8% throttle, just trying to cruise it like up a little bit. But yeah, downshifts, it's done great. Yeah, you get that every time. But I don't know, that's just me. Some of you guys, maybe I am getting old. Like, I'm 26 now. Like, loud cars just aren't my thing so much anymore. Like, at least not like they were before. I mean, I have like 3 videos of me straight piping my Integra at different points in this life, and I'm just not young anymore. That stuff doesn't appeal to me as much. So maybe I am getting old, or maturing. I don't know. But yeah, as for what else? I don't even really know what else to talk about. I tried making a list, but like I couldn't come up with any immediate topics, and I wanted to do like an Instagram poll or a Q&A thing to try and get some questions out of you guys that I could answer. But I didn't have time. This was all like a spur of the moment type. I don't really talk about how long to put the video today. You know, I suppose I probably could, since I haven't even made a video of this. There wasn't enough for me to make a video on, but I guess I can just throw it in this one. But the Integra got new shoes, new wheels, whatever you want to call it. So it was on these Enki RPF ones for the last, I don't know, 5 years now. And now I just got some used, but basically brand new and ceramic coated. What are they? Koenig decagrams, I believe these are. So I'm stoked on them. Like, they fit the car so well. So my previous offset and wheel size was a 16x7 and plus 43. You know, really typical Honda size minus a 16-inch mark. I mean, the 16s look great, but I was just tired of the RPF ones. I was sick of how they looked after having them for so long. I wanted a little bit more beef because I just wanted more mechanical grip, so I needed more width. And I also wanted a lower offset because the wheels kind of sucked in a little bit. So these ones are now 15x8 with a 35 offset, and they fill out the car so much better. Like, I probably could lower the car just a touch more since I dropped down a tire size. So before I was on a 205 50, and now I think I'm still on a 205 50 right now. But God, that exhaust smells bad. But yeah, so same tire size, just dropped an inch in wheel size. So I got a touch more wheel gap. It doesn't personally bother me because if I go any lower, my shock tower is aligned with the stick and upper control arm. You know, low under rub, and I just don't have box to extend the shock towers. Sorry, reverberance of the exhaust right there. But yeah, so, you know, I'm not at the uphill yet. Stand by. Okay, now I got to the top of the uphill, so now I can coast. Dude, I swear I hear something. There's no way there's just like that many birds. That has to be coming from my car. It sounds like a bird, but shoot, I have to find out. But anyway, yeah, so these new wheels, they just fit the car so much better, but I might lower the car just a teensy bit, but also I haven't changed my ride height on these coilovers in probably 5 years since I put the RPF ones on here, so they're definitely crusty. Like, new coilovers and new poly bushings are on my list because these poly bushings are also like 6 years old. Dude, that has to be my car. I don't know, but yeah, so I think it's just time to refresh all the suspension on the car anyway pretty soon. Of course, I need money, so as the money comes in, and as I have it to spare, I will be doing that. But so I don't really feel like trying to fight with this stuff right now. Like, the car rides pretty good now. It's, you know, slightly bouncy. I mean, it is coilovers and poly bushings and stuff, and pretty stiff. So, but it all works. So I don't want to ruin it by trying to lower it just to, you know, get that fitment when it's a very functional setup right now. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So, you know, I don't really have much else to do. So I am coming down to this little tiny ghost town now called Tortilla Flat, not ghost town, a little passerby town at the back of this canyon called Tortilla Flats. Awesome little place to go to. There's like a saloon, a general store, and like an old schoolhouse that's now like a tiny little museum. So really cool if you're ever in the Apache Junction area, come check it out. But I'm gonna get to this little small back section that I'm trying to go to so I can film, you know, just a couple clips or something. And yeah, I'm gonna end this video off there. Ooh, I just got a nice rock in my rotor. That sounded great. Sounded like some dude sharpening a knife, like. Oh, that was nice. But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me here on this Integra vlog number 4. And again, I really apologize for any crusty audio. I do need to learn how to do, you know, some audio engineering, some post-audio production type stuff. It's a whole different ball game. I've never really had to mess with it before because I've never really used mics like this before. So thanks for putting up with me.